Hello, my name is Laura Sophia, and I want you to go ahead and imagine yourself applying for a job, speaking to a customer service representative, or even watching an advertisement without realizing that some of these interactions were created by artificial intelligence. Well, you no longer have to imagine that. It's already happening. Today, I'll be talking about artificial intelligence in business communication and discussing public perception, corporate adoption, and ethical concerns. AI is changing the way businesses communicate. It is faster than ever before. But while companies are rapidly adopting these tools, public trust hasn't grown at the same speed. So the real question becomes, just because businesses can use AI everywhere, does that mean they should? This is a presentation based on the summary from the article from Public Citizen called Big Tech Keeps Selling AI, the public still isn't buying it. AI has quickly become one of the most powerful tools in modern business communication. Businesses use it to answer customer questions, screen job applications, create content, schedule meetings, and even help manage employees. And honestly, from a business perspective, the appeal makes sense. AI saves time, it reduces costs, it increases productivities. For companies, it represents speed and efficiency. But here's the interesting part. While corporations continue investing billions into AI, the public response has been much more cautious. People are not just asking, what can AI do? They're asking, what happened to us when AI does it? There's currently a huge disconnect between how companies view AI and how the public feels about it. People worried about losing jobs, misinformation, privacy risk, and lack of accountability. And these concerns are not just opinions from a small group of people, they're extremely widespread. According to Gallup and the Special Competitive Studies Project, 97% of Americans believe AI safety and security should be regulated. Even more interesting, 80% of Americans say they would rather have stronger AI safety protections, even if it slows down AI development. And perhaps the most revealing statistic is that only 2% of Americans fully trust AI to be fair and make unbiased decisions. I think these numbers show that while businesses are moving quickly towards AI adoption, the public trust is still struggling to catch up. And I think this concern comes from something much more deeper than technology itself. People don't fear tools, they fear losing control over decisions that affect their lives. Like I mentioned, one of the biggest concerns about AI is job displacement. Tasks that once were required employees like customer service support, scheduling, writing, administrative work, anything you can think of, can now be automated in seconds. And for many workers, that creates uncertainty, not just about employment, but about value. Because when AI starts performing human tasks faster and cheaper, people naturally will be asking, where do humans still fit in all of this? Personally, I understand why this fear exists. Businesses often present AI as a productivity tool, but employees may experience it as competition. And in conversation becomes even more complicated when AI starts making decisions that directly affect people's careers and lives. That's where trust becomes extremely important. Why does trust matter? Well, trust matters because AI systems are increasingly making decisions that people don't fully understand. Many companies use AI without clearly explaining how decisions are made, what data is collected, or how information is being processed. And when people don't understand how systems work, trust begins to disappear. People want fairness, they want transparency, and most importantly, they want accountability when mistakes happen. These became really real to me through my own experience working at an interpretation company. In this environment, AI tools were actually prohibited because they were considered both a cybersecurity and accuracy risk. Why? Because even a small communication error in interpretation could create serious consequences or expose sensitive information. Human interpretation was trusted more because people believed humans could better understand cultural backgrounds, context, emotion, nuances, and responsibility. And I think that idea, the importance of human connection and authenticity, also explains why AI received backlash in creative industries. One area where I have noticed that AI received major criticism is in advertising and media. A good example was a Coca Cola AI generated advertisement, which sparked backlash because many viewers felt like it looked emotionally empty and artificial. And I think that reaction reveals something important about human nature. People don't just consume content, they connect with stories. Audiences value creativity, originality, emotion, and human experience. Things AI struggle with to genuinely replicate because they're not human. At the same time, AI can generate content incredibly fast, but speed creates another issue, which is misunderstanding, misinformation. AI can spread inaccurate or misleading information just as quickly as it spreads useful information. And that creates a dangerous imbalance where efficiency sometimes moves faster than the truth. So, after looking at all of these concerns, the question becomes, how can businesses use AI responsibly without losing authenticity and public trust? I don't think the solution is eliminating AI completely. It's just not possible anymore. AI is just not going back. The solution could be, however, learning how to use it responsibly. AI should support human creativity, not replace it. Businesses can use AI to brainstorm ideas, improve efficiency, or assist with repetitive tasks while still keeping humans at the center of important decisions and creative work. Companies also need to be transparent about when and how AI is being used because trust grows when people feel informed, respected, and included in the process. Businesses should also continue investing in human creators, writers, designers, and communication professionals instead of replacing them entirely with automation. Technology may improve productivity now, but authenticity is what creates emotional connection. And in communication, emotional connection still matters. So, in conclusion, AI is rapidly transforming business communication, and it will likely continue to become more and more integrated into our daily lives. But even as AI improves efficiency and productivity, public concerns surrounding trust, transparency, misinformation, job security, and authenticity continue growing alongside it. I believe the future of AI in business will not depend on how advanced the technology becomes. It will depend on whether businesses can use it ethically while still preserving human judgment, creativity, and accountability. Because at the end of the day, people may appreciate speed and convenience, but we still want honesty, trust, and human connection. Thank you everyone for listening. I chose this topic for my final project because AI is becoming part of our everyday life very quickly. I wanted to explore not only the benefits of AI, but also the concerns people have, including myself, about trust, creativity, and human connection more deeply. And also because I feel like AI is talked about constantly, but not always in a meaningful or critical way. If you're interested in learning more about this topic, feel free to look at the references I used for this presentation. Once again, thank you.